there are more and more people streaming, and in the next decade, the audio industry will grow and grow and grow. So how can you know the power of audio? So we're going to host right now, welcome Rak Patel from Spotify. Now it's your turn. You're welcome, the green one.
All I do is think about you. 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 I got you in my head, on my mind, think about you all the time. Can't escape, no relief. All I'm looking for is peace. In my head, on my mind, I got no place left to hide, and I don't wanna think about you. I got you in my head, on my mind, think about you all the time.
Now, we could play the music for the next 10 minutes, and I wouldn't mind doing that, but I should tell you a little bit about Spotify. So there's 3 reasons I've just done that. The first is that digital audio is my companion. It comes with me everywhere, even when I'm on a stage with you wonderful people. Secondly, that, as we call it in London, is a banger. That is an amazing tune. It's one of my favorite tunes at the moment. Please, please, please go and listen to it. It's incredible. I'm not doing a plug for the song. And then the third reason is I am now really pumped. I'm ready to take you all on the journey. Can you believe I've only got 9 minutes? Are you ready for this journey? Yeah. Come on. I know I'm in between now and cocktails, but are you ready for this? Yeah. Yes, excellent. Right, so I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey, but my objective and our objective today is for you all to look at digital audio not only as your companion, because I know it goes with you everywhere, but for the perfect companion for your brands. That is what my objective is today. I do want to say a big apology that I'm doing this in English. That's not right, but thankfully we have a wonderful team here in Paris who will help you all out as well. But, you know, bear with me for the next 9 minutes. It is going to be in English. So why? Why should you care about digital audio? I'm just following Meta and I'm following YouTube, and I start by talking screens don't matter. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Screenless moments. Think about that. Think about how you use digital audio, how you use Spotify. There are other platforms around, but let's talk about Spotify, of course. There is fatigue with screens. We all went through the 2 years of COVID. That really sort of showed us that, you know, we need time to reflect. We need to move out of that constant visual stimuli. And that is what digital audio can do for you. Secondly, trust. Think about Spotify and you, your relationship. You trust us. We get you. We really do get you. And that's massively important as well. Now, for our fans, we call our users fans, and I'm sure there's many of you here that are fans. That trust element, A, we cannot break. And then secondly, if you're a fan, you expect that trust back. You expect that brands tell them a story that connects. 79% of our audience here in France is under 35 years old. Gen Z really care. They really care about what a brand has to say and the brand story. That was the second one. There we go. I was getting carried away with myself a little bit. Okay, third, community. So here in France, 2.1 million playlists are shared. This was last year. 2.1 billion tracks, albums, all of those sort of things, again, were also shared within this community. And that is the world we live in today, very much so. So think about that too. Here is a community that you can tap into. And then finally, it is a very safe environment. It's safe for you as a fan. You can lean into it. You know, when you want to be energized to come and stand on a stage, or when you're about to go out for your party on a Friday night, or you're about to cook an amazing dinner with your friends and family when they've all come around too as well. Now, we think a lot about the next 10 years. I'm sure many of the other platforms up here may do that as well. And there's a revolution going on. There's a huge revolution going on. Now, if we go back a century, it was all about radio. Even if we go back 12 to 13 years, it was about video. The ear is the next landscape. It really is. And that's what we're sort of thinking about. And for you, think about your brand. Are you in this environment? 86% of those that are in France are listening to audio every day, very regularly as well, for all those different types of moments that are important to them. So this journey that we're on, we would love to go on that journey with many of you too as well. It's not about hyper-targeting. Do you get me? Not can you find me? It's not about can you find me? It's about does this platform get me? Does Spotify get me? Does digital audio get me? I'd like to say we do exactly that. Now, at the heart of our business is obviously the ability for you to be able to get your brand to the right audience in the right moment. And of course, we offer the available targeting that everyone else does as well. But I think what's more important is their mood, isn't it? It's about their moment. It's about that moment in their lifestyle as well. That's where you can connect. That's where you can make a difference. So here's a wonderful illustration of what you can do on our platform. Now, at the heart of our platform is creators. I love how the creator economy has become such a big thing. This is what we started our business with 15, 16 years ago or so. Creators are at the heart of everything we do, very much so. And the journey that we're going on at Spotify and within the digital audio landscape is to be all things when it comes to audio, for creators, for our listeners, and for you as well as advertisers too as well. So I'm going to spend, I know I've got loads of time, I'm going to spend about 30 seconds talking you through the Spotify business model. You're thinking, oh God, Rak's going to talk about Spotify business model, but I think you'll find it relatively interesting. So we started here on the left. Music, it's in our DNA. It will never leave our DNA, very much so. And you can see the business models running along there. Obviously we have premium. There are many organizations that would love a premium subscription business as well. And then we have the advertising platform too as well. Now, a few years ago, we took a big step into the podcast space as well. I know all of you are very interested in podcasts. Again, come and talk to the team. We will take you on that journey with us as well. And only a few weeks ago, we went into the audiobook space, now launched in the US, and it will be, and I'm very excited about this, it'll be coming here in this market and across EMEA, not very far away too on that front. And what this is providing for the fan, for you as a fan, for you as a brand, is that all-encompassing piece, which is obviously the really sort of key element. So what are you after, as a brand? You might not be after this if you work at sales in a platform. So you're after reach, of course, that's key. You want it to resonate, that's massively important as well, so that you can engage, and of course you want it to convert. And with us at Spotify, and digital audio can really do this for you too as well, we can help you in all of those sort of spaces. And again, we really want we want to challenge you all. Come and talk to us about this. So I'm just going to spend the final 2 minutes, maybe a bit longer. They're going to play music to make me come off. I mean, come on. That's the perfect thing to play for me, to be quite honest. Okay, so let's start on the reach side. It's an immersive environment, right? And it's really important that our ad experience isn't intrusive. Think about how you listen, how you stream. This is key to us. And very important in terms of how we think about the world we live in and for our fans. These are all the moments, right? It's always there with you. Think about those screenless moments. You're on the commute, you're in the car, you're making dinner, all of these things as well. You're going on stage. It can be there for you. Next time we'll have an ad on there too as well. And all of these different types of content-rich environments, a brand can tell their story. I'm delighted to say here in France, we have now 27 owned and exclusive partnerships, content partnerships on our platform, and that is growing and will continue to grow across the years ahead of us as well. Here's the obligatory slide, ad formats. I know platforms like showing ad formats, I get that. But just building this up a little bit here as well, come and talk to us about this, right? These are really engaging environments. You might be surprised to hear that not only do we do audio and podcasts, we do video and display, all of these sort of things. So think about what's important to you, what you need to be obviously addressing as a brand, and it is a key safe environment. This is massively important to us, particularly within the audio space, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Resonates. Okay, does it engage? Does it engage? Does it engage? Person taking photograph of me. Does it engage? Well, I want to tell you all about this. NeuroInsight. We did this study with the company NeuroInsight looking at the engagement, what goes on cognitively in your brain as you are going across all forms of media. And what this is showing you is that when it comes to engagement, digital audio is incredibly strong. It really is. It really engages. So again, as a brand, you know, being in that environment is important. You can see here, this is showing it versus radio, 9% greater on, 23% greater on the engagement side. We also have these runs against all the different forms of media too on that front. So I really do want you to think about that. We don't just do travel, but these two are two wonderful campaigns. So whether it's tech, whether it's telco, whether it's auto, whether it's CPG, whether it's retail, whether it's finance, come and talk to us. These two campaigns were amazing. They were really sinking into the lifestyle of our fans and giving them very unique experiences in a dynamic way. I love the destination Canada. Based upon your music and listening and podcast interests, we would recommend what is the right destination for you. You know, whether it's lively and party and so on or not, and you needed a bit of chill as well. Right, finally, I'm out of time. Finally, converts. This is key, right? Does it convert? Will you be able to make the product sale that you are after? And what we want to bring to digital audio is for all of you modern marketers, all of the tools that you need to make sure that it is working for you and it is being heard. It is being heard. This is massively key. So we are bringing a whole suite, and do already have a whole suite, particularly here in France, of different measurement suite of tools. This is key. This is important. I think this is the sexy stuff. Stay with me on that. We are expanding. It will be first party and third party. So, you know, the areas that are going to be important to you. It's obviously important that your ad gets heard. So we introduced our own ad technology called streaming ad insertion in the podcast space. And what this is doing... Can you play the music? No, not yet. What stream ad insertion does is it actually measures, has it been heard? Hugely important. We've got pod sites. This is an incredible business that is now amalgamated in. And again, you all love a good report. Here they are. And this is in the digital audio space. You know, this is new. This is stuff that you don't get with audio, but you do with Spotify, you do with digital audio. Can I conclude? Okay, we're at the end. I'm being pulled off. It's been a real pleasure. It really has. The news and the story starts now. We want to hear your story. Come and talk to this wonderful team here that we have in Paris. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rak Patel.